I can't remember exactly what we were doing the last time, but as you can hear, we're in Hammercock. And here's the proof, right? um, yeah, as far as I know, the next thing that we have on our list is actually to do the Raihan gym battle. So hang on a second, I'm gonna open this bottle of sparkling water. Get ready. Can you hear the bubbles? Oh my god, 96 degrees. Isn't that like something like 30 something Celsius, I think? Something like that. So I hope me like opening that bottle of water helped you feel like maybe some refreshingness or something like that. Like you heard it and it just felt like whoosh, like ooh, I feel all cool and refreshed and bubbly. So maybe that helped. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here. It is Friday the 5th of August. It's 7:30 p.m. here, and yeah, I think that we're just about to do the Raihan gym battle, which isn't in the vault. I always get mixed up and think that the gym and the vault are the same thing, but the gym is actually the fucking power plant. Or is it? I don't know. Anyway, I guess without further ado, we'll get started here on Pokemon Shield the Zodiac Age. I have a beer with me as well as my bottle of water. Now the beer I have with me is actually like something like, well, I'll explain. So we have I think I told you before about Picon, which is like a French thing. It's like a bitter, it's like a kind of a bitter thing or whatever. No, I don't need to wait. It's all good. We'll get started. I'll be talking about this beer for the next 15 minutes anyway. So Picon is like a bitter kind of like citrus and herbal kind of like a thing, right? An amaro technically is what it's called in Italy. And you basically put like a small amount into the bottom of your glass, and then you put the beer in on top of it, and it gives your beer this kind of like bitter orange kind of flavor that's really, really nice. Well, we have this other stuff that's Italian, right, called Cynar, Cynr, and it's like another it's another botanical sort of like liqueur kind of thing, but low alcohol volume, right? And it's actually made with like various botanicals, herbs, and artichoke is one of the elements of it. And the so sometimes I have that with beer as well because it's actually quite delicious. So I'm having like Cynar with a beer with like on top of the Cynar with some slices of lime in it. So a toast to Impolo 18. I'll raise my glass to you being finished work in 30 minutes. In honor of you almost being finished work. Now, I think that, like I was saying at the end of the last stream, that like I think in the later parts of the game I'm going to eat shit because it's going that work that I'm going to eat shit because literally when I went through my team, the only special attacker I have is this guy, right? So the only special attacker I have is this guy. All the rest of it is like these physical attacking things, and Wigglytuff, who's like technically Wigglytuff's a special attacker, I guess, but like everyone else is like these big like brawler kind of characters, right? And I think like that I could make like Dragonite technically you can use as a mixed attacker, but I have like a severe weakness when I come up against like physical walls. I really don't do very well. Now I think I already picked my team I was going to use, but actually now that I think of it, I don't think I did because I would have Super Nanny in here, right? We've seen Anna Kitten enough, I think. We have Big Cock here, who's level 66. Did bring this special... Yeah, I think I've known this was going to come for a long time, this whole special attack this whole special attack conundrum that I have, right? But you know what? We're here now. We'll survive, right? So yeah, I think I'd better just bring Super Nanny in as well to have the ice attacks. Though wait a second, wasn't there? Do you know what? Let's just do this thing. You know, yes, it's the final gym. You know what this means? Oh my god! Once we beat Raihan, we'll finally be able to unleash our big cock. Oh my god! Yeah, you bet I am. What's it? Yeah, that's true. I don't really want that electric dog. The thing is, I know, like, that the last battles in this are tough. Fucking Hop is, like, is tough at the end of the game, and so is Leon. Leon is, like, no slouch, like, when you're fighting him in the championship. Hey, Austin. Yes! Oh no, we left Big Cock in the box. But I was just saying that once we beat Raihan, Ryan's going to let us unleash the true power of Big Cock. Because the true power of Big Cock. Because we'll be able to use any level Pokemon, right? You know that we have Big Cock for Raihan, but we're gonna keep him under wraps for now. Instead, we brought Super Nanny. Is it just me, or does my I just noticed that, like, my shirt says ass upside down. It looks like it says ass question mark. Like, what is up with that? Why does it just say ass upside down? Come on, Sebastian. Bastion, you have to give me a name. Bastion. Bastion. That's me. Right, Poindexter. Meanwhile, Raihan just sits there all sassy, like, in the background. There's just too much. Too much Big Cock, too much ass, too much sass. Ixion and Boomer. Well, look, this is the battle where Boomer the dog eats shit already. And Ixion, for that matter. This was a very badly thought out. So who's this? Ixion? I can't even use my Hull horsepower. Can't I use, like... I can probably use heavy... Well, I can use Hull horsepower on you. Do you know what? You I'm just going to switch out because I don't know what to do with you. Come on, Meredith. Or no, you're not Meredith. You're the Trunchbull. I'm doing very well, Austin. How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing very well. Ha! You think you're so smart, don't you? That's the power of Hull horsepower. So does Hyper Voice work on hit both? Yes, indeed it does. I still can't get over that this is an ability in the game. Every time you get hit, it just ups your defense. Just every time you get hit, you're... Yeah, I think I have big Trunchbull on like a mixed set at the moment because I have Play Rough and Hyper Voice. Like, I think the reason I have Trunchbull on like a mixed attacking set is like, Joe, I think I'll bait you. You deserve it. I should send out Meredith. You deserve it. And now we're gonna play rough. I think I have like Trunchbull on the mixed set because Play Rough is just the best fairy type attack that I can learn. Unless I'm able to get Dazzling Gleam, I don't know. I probably can get Dazzling Gleam if I do like max raid battles, but it's all coming together. I'm also, like, conscious that my Pokemon are all, like, level 40 something, and I think they need to be, like, level 70 to beat the game, or level 60 something. Because this game goes back to, like, the roots of, like, the highest level Pokemon you beat right at the end of the game being, like, level 65 or something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure about Moonblast. I think I can definitely get, Dazzling Gleam. Look, it's Camilla. Chocobo Camilla and Camilla's paw. At La Claire and Mystery Gift. Irma, Inventor Sid. Racing Hero X, the Moogle's here. So what, fuck this. I'm going, like... I'm leaving. I'm not going wasting my potions. What's the matter, Zodiac? You're not... I want to withdraw. Raihan's like, no one withdraws on my watch. I feel like going to... This is like a typical Harry stream. Where, like, I start one thing and I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to do the gym battle. And then I get distracted and I go, like, fuck around the wild area for a half an hour. And do the... and just, like, just aimlessly wandering around doing nothing of any importance. You need to get your passport. Yeah, I always forget that it's not just a normal thing in the States to have a passport. I think we were talking about this the last day even. Because, like, because, like, here, just, it's, like, a perfectly normal thing to do. Everyone pretty much gets a passport by the time they're 18, you know? Okay, so you're the guy that teaches me stuff, right? Oh, no, you're not. It's this other Slim Jim over here. Flash cannon, heat crash, focus energy, hyper voice. So, like, where are the other goons? They're like, there's like one over by the how do I even open my map, please? How do I open my map, please? There's like one over here, right, over by where the nursery is. And then there's, like, another one over, like, by the entrance to the wild area, and another one by, like, the bridge. Power Gem, Foul Play, Blizzard, Uproar. I don't want any of that either. There's, like, one here. Nope. Do you know what? I'm not even going checking the one over by the bridge because I just don't care enough. I'll check the one over here because I can fly to it. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Polo, is that, like, you know, most people... There's, like, it's such a huge continent over there that most people just never need one, right? You know? So, like, some of this stuff might be handy, but, like, not necessarily. Do you know what I want to do? Do you know what I want to do is I want to go over, not over here. I want to, like, go down here and see... Yeah, I think Wigglytuff is, like, one of those, like, Generation 1 Pokemon that can learn, like, everything. Like Lickitung, like the way, or like, I think that was like a very common thing in Generation 1 because there just weren't as many Pokemon and weren't as many attacks, that, like, there's just a lot of random Pokemon that can learn things like Thunderbolt and Psychic and Flamethrower and things like that. Like, Lickitung can learn all of those things, if I remember correctly. Actually, even, like, Nidorino that we can see on our screen right now. If you look to the left, you will see a Nidorino. Even, like, things like Nidorino and things like that can learn, like, everything. If you must know what I'm doing here, I'm like, oh, I might as well look around in case there's an interesting herb that can change one of the natures of my Pokemon into something that isn't ass. That's what I'm doing here, because I think, like, a different one spawns every day or something. Austin, are you in? I always I always like misremember. Are you in like? Are you in Nevada or are you in? Are all of its stats will grow at an equal rate? Are you in Nevada or are you in Arizona? I thought it was like one of them. Is there someone that would like benefit from a serious mint? You totally would. Like, you don't need special attack at all, you fool. They have good natures. I feel like almost like giving it to him, to Girth Brooks. Girth Brooks is a serious kind of guy. Yeah, I like, so the reason I ask is because I was watching this episode of Judge Judy, right? This is how it starts, right? I was watching this episode of Judge Judy where, I didn't even, I think what happened was, like, this guy, like, this kid, like, cycled into cycled his bicycle into this guy's car and damaged it, right? But, like, that's completely irrelevant. The reason why, like, realize, like, why this is, like, after sticking in my mind is because, this guy, it was like one of those episodes where they have the, do you know what, I might as well just check, do we have any like interesting like TORs or TMs or whatever. This guy had like one of those like maps showing this is what happened on the accident or whatever, like this is like what my car was here, the guy was there with his bicycle, all of this stuff, right? This is showing like what happened with the accident, you know. And what I noticed was that, like, on this map, I couldn't help but notice that all of the streets had extremely strange names. Like, all of the streets on this Judge Judy map had, like, really unusual names, like, in this housing estate, like, in this place, right? They all had names, like, I'll give you a couple of examples. Tantalizing Avenue. Fascinating Street. West Alluring Avenue. They all had, like, these really unusual, strange names. I can, like, look at, and so I was like, what the hell? I thought for sure this was, like, going to be, like, some, like, they must be made up names or something. Like, I thought for sure that can't be, like, what the names of these places are. It's like the names of some streets were changed to protect the innocent or something, right? Like, because they just had the most unusual names. I was like, surely there can't be this one place where all of this concentration of streets have these unusual names, right? Tantalizing Avenue, Fascination Street, all of this stuff, right? Well, here's Chocobo Camilla and Camilla's Pa, Atla Claire, and then there's Ben, Sherma, Inventor Sid, Racing Hero X, the Moogle's here. So, so I was like, I have to, like, look this place up. Like, does this Tantalizing Street, or whatever it's called, really, is that even a place that exists? Or was it just, like, or was it just, like, or is that a place that even exists? Or is it a place that just, like, got, where they gave it that name or whatever on the thing, you know? You're gonna get hit by my hull horsepower. So I looked it up on Google Maps. I looked up, like, tantalizing whatever it's called, right? And the, what does this even do? Oh, I'm so scared. So, the, so I looked it up, right? And then I was like, oh, surely this place can't exist. But I did look it up and it did exist. These places exist. There are these, like, really bizarre, like, named streets there called Tantalizing Avenue and Fascination Street and West Alluring Drive and whatever. And do you want to know where they all are? They're in Las Vegas. I'm actually going to, like, look it up on Google Maps right now, and I'm going to show you a screenshot. Hang on a second. Maps.google.com. So wait a second. Tantalizing Avenue. Intriguing Avenue. Entrancing Avenue. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this. Adorable Avenue. It's like the cuddly crab, the cutesy crab. That's literally what it's like. This is going to be like the picture of the stream. It is 100. It is crazy. Hang on a second. Image. This will be worth it. Trust me. This will be worth it. Wait a second. Screenshots. Oh my god, I didn't think it was going to be that big. But look at this. Look at the names of these streets. Do you see this right now? Entrancing Avenue. Captivating Avenue. Adorable Avenue. Picturesque Avenue. Fascinating whatever CT is. Intriguing Avenue. Fancy what's CT? Showy CT, Tantalizing Avenue, West Alluring Avenue, Pleasing, whatever that is. Beguiling something. Beaming, engaging, smart, lively. It's like it was named after, court, pleasing court. Smart court, retro court, beaming court, lively court. Like, who did this? Like, do you know what it makes me think of all over again? It makes me think of, like, that crazy, like, Donald Trump video where he's talking about Ted Cruz and he's like, I call him Texas Ted, beautiful Ted. like, that's what it makes me think of. So yeah, that's your geography lesson for today. Super Nanny wants to learn takedown. What does Super Nanny know right now? I find it very hard to give up any of this stuff for some, like, piece of shit like this. What is happening? Hey, Fury. This is the part where the HomePod in the sitting room starts talking to me now, just because I said hello. So play rough will be like normal effectiveness against you, won't it? Yeah, it's like so strange. Like surely it's like some developer or something like that like made this had this idea and it just has like this bizarre like premise that they all have this like strange name or whatever. Who's coming in now? Trunch Bull. Is Shell Trap a dragon attack or a fire attack? I think it's a fire attack. You're gone. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well this evening. It is like it feels nice to be streaming again after such a long time. I know I said that the last time as well. You won't believe it. Like I can't unsee the way that my jersey says ass now. It says ass upside down. But like, you won't believe it, but the last time, like, yeah, I'm withdrawing Raihan. But you won't believe it, but like, I remember at the end of the last stream, towards the end of the last stream, I started feeling like really like tired and like with no energy, like out of nowhere, right? And I was like, that's weird, you know, well, I'm going to like finish off the stream and everything like that. And then, like, wouldn't you know it, that next Saturday and Sunday, I had tonsillitis. Like, all of a sudden, really bad. I woke up, I couldn't sleep all that night. They were so sore. And then I, like, and then I got up in the morning, I looked in the mirror, I looked at my tonsils. They were like two grapefruits, like, covered in white blotches. They didn't look good. And, like, I felt like shit all that weekend. Like, absolute crap. I was, like, falling asleep. I was, like, running a temperature. My throat was sore. It was so bad. And then, like, I swear, like, it felt bad. Like, so I decided I better, like, book a doctor's appointment. So I booked, like, a virtual doctor's appointment for the Monday. I still went to work on the Monday because I was like, okay, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, right? So I can. And the, okay, wait a second. Which weather are you going to be? You're going to be hail, I think, because you're going to be hail because Raihan does the sandstorm. Am I right? I think Raihan is the sandstorm one, so you're probably going to be a hail one. So, like, but, like, I walked up to work on Monday morning, I was, like, sweating, I just felt hot, I felt, like, really uncomfortable, even though I felt a little bit better already. And then, like, like, I went to the doctor's appointment, I was like, I have tonsillitis, she was like, yes, I think you do. And then I was like, but I feel a little bit better already. She said, okay, you can... She said, like, oh, well, look, what you can do is you can get the, what you can do is, like, I'll send I'll send an antibiotic to your local chemists or whatever. And what you do is, like, if you start to feel worse, like, if the temperature comes back or, like, the tonsils don't go down, then go and get the antibiotics straight away. So in the end, the, oh, they're stronger against special moves? Good luck, I don't even know any. I swear. But the, so yeah, so in the end, I didn't go and get the, in the end, I didn't go and get the antibiotics because the temperature never really came back, and, like, my tonsils did slowly, like, start to look a little bit better, right? They weren't as bad anymore. And so yeah, that was that. And then I but, like, still, like, all the past couple of weeks, like, up until this week, like, this week is the first week where I really feel like myself again, and my throat is still slightly sore. Like, I don't know what it is, but the back of my throat is still kind of, like, mucousy and a little bit sore on one side. So I don't know what the fuck this, like, bout of tonsillitis did, but it, like, screwed me up something fierce. And what was I going to say? Like, for the last couple of weeks, I was fine during the day. I swear, as soon as I came home from work, like, I was like, I just had zero energy. I lay down on the couch and I just was, like, half falling asleep. I was, like, I had like no patience. I just was in like a bad mood. I was just not 100%. So I don't know what the hell this like tonsillitis was that I got that weekend, but like it was not great. And as I say, it's only this week that I'm starting to feel normal. Oh my god, Raihan noticed me. I'm not ready to face you. Even if you are going to awaken the power of my big cock. If I defeat you. Conan, you're right on time. I just realized that this stream, that if we defeat Raihan, we will be able to wield big... we'll be able to wield big cock. Without big cock, like, disobeying us. Raihan is going to help us awaken the power of big cock. But yeah, I don't know what this tonsillitis was that I got this time. It, like, fucked me up. The, I think, seriously, like, I have some, like, time... Fury, how could you, like, forget about... how could you forget about big cock? Oh my god. Okay, wait a second. Raihan is the Sandstorm one, right? I think we stick with Super Nanny and Kingpin, do we? I think we stick with Super Nanny and Kingpin. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm as ready as I ever will be to face Raihan. And my uniform says ass on it. Upside down. I can't believe I didn't notice that until today, and I will never be able to unnotice it ever again, the way that my uniform says ass on it. Okay, I think I need to like turn down the game volume a little bit now because we're going into like the gym battle. I'm bringing sexy back. Those other boys, they don't know how to act. The, yeah, Raihan likes it 2-on-2. I can't wait. Oh, he snarled at me. Look. The, anyway, as I was saying, like, I have, like, some time off work coming up, like, at the end of the month. Like, in maybe, like 2 weeks. But, and I feel like I really need it. Like, work has been, like, extremely trying the last while. Like, it has just been tough. Heavy... I don't think Heavy Slam is going to do very much against Gigalith because, like, Gigalith is heavy. He has weight. This is gonna fuck you up, though. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm telling you, like, whoever goes over Ice Shard on Mamoswine is a fool. Mega Kick. Now, that sounds nice. But, like, why would I go... Oh, well, I don't know. It's tempting. It's really tempting. Like... go on. We'll go over Strength with Mega Kick. But yeah, like, work has just been extremely trying the last couple of months, really. It's been very hard. Oh, this is going to be bad. You think I'm scared of you either? I'll just do the same thing to you that I did to that other reptile. I'm going to try the Heavy Slam, why not? So yeah, I think I really, really need this. The last time I had like holidays was when we went to France in March, in the end of March, beginning of April, and at the end of the day, like that holiday was, even though it was a great holiday, we did a lot. It was very like action packed, you know. So even though it was like very refreshing, like it really did feel great to disconnect and to be over in France for that period of time. Um, okay, so this is the part where I eat shit because I don't have any special attacking Pokemon that can fight this asshole. Right? Right? Do you know what? I can bring you out. Meredith, come on. But yeah, like, I feel like I just need some time to recharge. Like, I swear, like, the last, like, since April at work, since the end of April at work, so we're looking at, like, May, June, the last 3 months when I think about it. Oh my god. Like, the last 3 months when I think about it. Like, how strong is this one? When I think about it, the last, like, 3 months at work have been, like, very tough. Like, they've just not been fun. Um, like, what did more to him? A heavy slam or thunder fang? Do you know what? I'm just gonna take this guy out. I'm not that scared of Sandaconda until he does something like that. How dare you? Behold the power of my weight. But yeah, like, I feel like the last 3 months at work have been some of like the toughest 3 months that I've ever had. Do you know what? Like, Iron Tail is probably worth it over Heavy Slam, right? Oh, it totally is, because won't it... It'll be more powerful, right? Because sheer force will make it more powerful. Because it'll remove like the... It'll remove like the defense lowering ability. So this is the thing. I do not know how people in America survive like without having like statutory annual leave. Like, what the hell are you doing over there? It's crazy. Like, over here, we're like, oh, you're entitled to 3 weeks off a year, like 20 something days, plus there are public holidays that you're entitled to off, plus there blah 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 blah. Yeah, you're right. Like, I think like for like personal health, you need to take time off work every, like, on a semi-regular basis, you know? Don't hit the kingpin, please. Well, do you know what? Actually, if you were going to hit anyone, I'd almost prefer you hit the kingpin. But your attack rising isn't something I like to see. Oh, I'm so scared of that earth power. Come on, Meredith. Kick him to the curb. This is going, like, so well. I'm really happy with how this is going, to be honest. So what are we going to do? Are we bringing out, like, Ixion, or are we bringing out Boomer the dog? I think we go with, like, Giant Ixion, right? And Hull Horsepower. I think that's what we do. And then in the meantime, we, like, wild charge you or revenge you or whatever. That's crazy. Like, over here, if like my employer wasn't giving me enough like time off, I'd be able to like take them to court. Like literally, I'd be able to say this person isn't giving me holidays. Oh, poor Meredith. Oh my god. You're gonna pay for that, Raihan. I don't care how sexy you are. Oof. He'll feel that one in the morning. Trunchbull, you're up. Or Boomer the dog, actually. I feel like just going all out. An all-out offensive with physical attacking Pokemon. And we intimidate the fucker. That's insane. Like, as I say, I think that's the one thing that I find, like, really scary about, like, about America versus Europe is, like, how few kind of, like, legal protections you have in terms of quality of life. Like, I think that's, like, a very scary thing. Like, I think, like, maternity leave, don't even get me started. I think, like, that's absolutely terrifying. Also, we just defeated Raihan. I hope he'll still talk to us. And we're just showing him who's boss, right? Like, it's just so completely screwed up. You have people, like, saving up their, like, sick leave days so that they can have a baby and not have to go back to work straight away. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not what sick leave days are for. Sick leave days are for when you're actually sick, not when you're having a baby. Like, just like how fucked up that is, that you're like equating. Also, my jersey says ass upside down, question mark. Can I just like keep bringing this up? Like, the fact that you're equating being pregnant with being sick is so fucking fucked up as it is, you know? What the actual hell? Also, hi Mayo, it's great to see you. Bereavement here is like 10 days, like 2 weeks at least, you know. And like the thing is, like, if I went to the doctor and was like, I can't, like, I am so like fucked up over the death of my insert family member here, then they would say, oh my god, yes, you need to still take more time, you know. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like all based on what kind of insurance your employer will provide for you. Whereas here it's statutory. It's the law says you're entitled to this. Raihan is touching me. I just don't want it to end. Like, here things are getting better and better. Like, I remember when my younger brother was born, that was like 21 years ago. Like, maternity leave was 3 months paid, 1 month optional addition, like unpaid. So you could take like 3 months off paid from work and then an additional 1 month off. Now it's like at least 6 months paid, and you can also take like an additional like 16 weeks or like 4 months unpaid. And after, aside from that, all of your holidays like continue to mount up while you're on maternity leave, so you still get all your holidays back after that, you know. So yeah, so that's normal as well. So like here as well, like that, like if like you'll get, if you want to like claim sick benefit from the state, you have to like provide doctor certification after like a certain time, which I think is like fair enough, you know. Raihan gave me one of his uniforms. I'll never wash this uniform again. I keep forgetting that my name is Zodiac, like the serial killer. Oh, it's Hop. Are you, like, depressed yet? Oh my god, what? Like, Ryan? This actually happens. I've never paid attention to this line before. This is actually what happens. Ryan battles him and then he wants to just quit and end his life. Like, I swear. Like... So, like... The Zodiac, like Ted Cruz, or like what was it? Ted Bundy is one of like the Sonichus. Like Ted's like, what the hell? Oh, the music! Thank you, Fury. You always remind me, and I'm always grateful for it. Thank you. Alright, what do we do now? Because I haven't been paying... Oh, we have a look around Hammercock, and then some asshole is going to interrupt us and tell us their life story, right? Yep, what did I tell you? You gave Raihan a good pounding. Oh, now we're able to use Big Cock. Sonya is the greatest. I love her. Fantastic music, a really, like, human character. She's still figuring her life out, you know. Or, like, Professor Magnolia, I don't know how to feel about her. She kind of, like, scares me because she reminds me of, like, Joe in Howl's Moving Castle, Joe, like Madame Solomon or whatever. That's what she reminds me of, and that woman, like, freaks me the fuck out. Blah, 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 legendary sword and board. Professor Sonya? How come we never get to see Professor Hop? How cool would that be if, like, you get to... Is like, Hop starts working in the laboratory, realizes I don't actually need to be a Pokemon champion, actually I'm happy to be, like, a scholar, and Hop gets his own little lab coat and they're like, you're one of us now. Why not? So much missed opportunity. Also, Sonya just has, like, the Plants vs. Zombies soundtrack. I know I said this, like, 5,000 times, but she does. Who the fuck is trying to call me? Wait a second, I need to get my phone. No one. I think it must just be a scam. You did it! You got the dragon badge. Tell us what you're going to have for lunch, Fury. Alright. Let it be recorded in the annals of history. The 5th of August, 2022 is the day when we officially whip out Big Cock. I think we need to go, like, starter town, right? Also, we need to get Myrtle out here. Before I met her, her name was just Myrtle and she was still alive. a soup and a sandwich is like such like an epic lunch though. Like there's so many times that I've had that here. Like it's typical, like go to like a cafe or something like that and you have the choice. You can get like a sandwich or you can get soup. But if it's a good cafe, they'll give you like half a sandwich and soup for like the price of one of them. But I feel like those days are like quickly leaving us. Do you know what, Myrtle? You're going to be our special attacker. Time to learn some shit. Can't learn that. Can't learn that. Can learn that. Icy Wind. If only, like, Icy Wind is such like a waste of an attack. Sorry, but like 55 power, I'm not getting out of bed for that. Thunderbolt. Now we're talking. That might actually be useful. Flamethrower. We have enough fire Pokemon. Waterfall. I cried and the tears fell from my eyes like a waterfall. Brutal Swing. Pin Missile. Thunderbolt it is. Give him the Thunderbolt, Raichu. I feel like I will never use, like, one of these things. Like, Dragon Tail. I'm never going to use this. I already have Aqua Tail. One tail's enough. A Chain Paneras? I read that as Pantera at first, and I was like, what? Like... Pantera. So what are we doing now? Sonia told us something. Take the train from Hammerlock Station. Why, though? The only reason they're telling us to take the train is so, like, we can go over there and some other old farce will be like, oh, this is the next part of the story you don't give a shit about. What did I tell you? What? Hop beat Raihan? I guess now Hop can unleash Big Cock as well. Sorry, but like, speaking of like Ted Cruz, I hope like everybody has seen, like I know it's an old video, but I just have to keep bringing it up. I hope like everybody has seen like that, like Ted Cruz doing like Simpson impressions video. Like, anybody who has not seen Ted Cruz doing impressions of Simpsons characters has not lived. I love how this is like a callback to the start of the game. Kids on their phones, doesn't anyone ever talk anymore? Eat, eat, eat. Doesn't anyone ever fuck anymore? I remember, like, speaking of soup, I remember when, like, I was younger, when I was in school. Where the fuck am I? Where the hell am I after ending up now? Oh, this is the route that we take to go to the championship place. That's it. I remember when I was, like, younger, my younger brother, and I was in school still, and my younger brother was also, like, my younger brother was a baby, so he had, like, a child minder, and we used to go to her house after school, after I was finished school, while my parents were at work. And, like, my routine was, like, there's this, like, there's such a thing as, like, what's called cuppa soup here, right? So it's called, everyone calls it cuppa soup. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, that was the original brand or something. And now, like, everything that is that automatically is called cup soup or cuppa soup, right? And what it basically is, like, powdered soup. Like, you're talking about, like, soup that's, like, powdered, that you put, like, Soup that's powdered that you put like hot boiling water into to make soup. And that was my routine. I'd do my homework in the kitchen and I'd have like a mug of cuppa soup, tomato cuppa soup with some, or mushroom sometimes, but usually tomato, like with tomato cuppa soup with like some bread. Strange, like the things that you think of randomly. Sorry, Gardevoir. Is this gonna fucking kill me? Girth Brooks, what happened to the girth? The other thing that I like always remember about it is like how salty it was. Like this stuff was salty. Like a lot of like powdered stuff, like the salt content was way too high. Or else I just wasn't using enough water because I was making it in a cup instead of a big bowl. So obviously it was way more like concentrated. So maybe that's why. Now that I think about it, that makes a lot of sense. No wonder I always thought it would taste really fucking salty. It's because I was making like a bowl's worth of soup in like a coffee mug. It all makes sense. It all makes sense now. How could I have been so blind? Isn't there anybody who can heal me up in this bitch? No, you're a trainer. You're not friendly at all. I thought you were like a friendly scout or something like that. Oh well. Nothing to it but to do it. It is a breakthrough. I feel like I just discovered the Hadron Collider or some sort of Higgs boson or whatever. It's all coming back to me now. Do you know what? I'm just going to... You're just going to have to taste big cock. What the hell? Really? You mean you can't just drink it all out? You can't just have it like straight out of the can? But like canned soup over here, you just put it into a pot and heat it up. And then it's soup. You don't have to like add anything to it. Unless that's another thing I've been doing wrong this whole time. What is he doing? Oh, he's using curse. What the hell? Oh, oh, I guess so. I suppose it's for storage purposes, so you can make soup for the whole family with just one can, right? That's how much damage that did. This is another example. Where are all my special attackers? Where's my super suit? This is going to take like 5,000 years. Oh, no it's not. No, it's not. I thought I hit it and I wasn't paying attention. I thought that like the blaze kick hit and that it only did that much damage. I didn't realize that what was actually after happening was that what was actually after happening was that the was that like I just missed or something probably. Big cock is dead. Anna Kitten, it's up to you now. Can't you just die, please? Can't you? Oh my god, the Steelix is going to die and burn to death underground, alone in the cold, hard permafrost, burning to death underground, never to be found again. How cruel. Goodbye, cruel world. Myrtle, it's your time to shine. Okay, I know already this is a bad idea, right? Don't tell me. I know already this is a bad idea. Nobody needs to tell me anything. He even has the whole horsepower. Alright, Myrtle, I need you to survive because you need the fucking experience. This is going bad. I need to revive Girth Brooks. That's what I need to do. That's my only way out of this. I have these where did I get 28 revives from all of a sudden? Where did they even come from? You know, Bahram, we never really even liked you anyway, sorry. I gone the whole playthrough without kind of telling you how I really feel, but I feel like I've just got to be honest. I can hear it calling in the air tonight. Did I ever tell you about that ad, the Cadbury's Dairy Milk ad with the gorilla? Conan knows what I'm talking about. What is up with this person's face? I don't want to see it anymore. It looks like the weird face in Rummy Cub. Has anyone ever played Rummy Cub? There's like one tile that has like a weird face on it. Stay where you are, sir. Stay where you are. I'm gonna have to fight one of you motherfuckers, haven't I? You know what I'm talking about. The ad, the Cadbury's Dairy Milk ad with the Cadbury's Dairy Milk ad with the gorilla playing the drums. I know you've probably been zoned out ever since we used the word Raihan and big cock in the same sentence. But you know the Cadbury's Phil Collins gorilla ad. Yeah. There's this ad, for those of you who don't know, like from like the era where Cadbury's made, like, whoever was on their advertising team was doing like a great job, because he was like, or they, I don't know who it was, but like the Cadbury's ads got like very like different all of a sudden, like very individual. And like the so like, for example, they had like the one ad with like that I told you about before with the kids, do you know, where they're like where their eyebrows move. Do you remember I told you about it before? I think I was talking about it in Sonic Adventure because I was talking about the eyebrows. And Conan, I think you even made like a Myrtle, don't fucking die. Thank you. The Conan, you even made like the fan art of like Amy and Sonic doing the eyebrows or whatever. So they made that ad. Oh no, yeah, and then like they also had this ad, right? They had the ad as well, the really cool one about like the they had this really cool ad that was like set in a charity shop with that song like we don't have to take our clothes off, where like all these clothes, like without bodies, like all these like items of clothing were dancing to the song, and it was like really visually impressive, and like the way they made it was really cool because the clothes, they look like, the way it's shot is really impressive in terms of like how they did it, because the clothes look like they're a normal size, right? But actually the way that they did it was that actually like that the clothes are bigger, and each section of clothing was almost like a puppet that a puppeteer dancer was like controlling. And it's really impressive. If you look up, I think it's called the Charity Shop. Cadbury's The Charity Shop ad. So there was that around the same time as well as the one with like the kids with the eyebrows. And there's also like and then there was this ad where it had a gorilla playing drums, like literally, like it had a gorilla just playing drums, and the gorilla does like the drum fill to "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. Rat bastard wants to learn the move Play Rough. Like, I might as well. So I feel like I'm going to think of that every single time Garth Brooks beats his drum. I'm going to think of that Phil Collins Gorilla Cadbury's Dairy Milk ad. I don't need any of these Mr. Mimes in my life, thank you very much. Can't I get some healing around here, please? Thank you. Can I camp here, please? Yes, please. I'm going to make curry just to heal myself. Oh my god, what the fuck is Myrtle doing? She's all like large and in charge. This guy has like a Farfetch. This guy has some weird Pokemon. Look at Myrtle. Myrtle just like loves the camera. Work it, baby. Show me those curves. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Look, she loves it. Look at it. Oh yeah, we're going like making curry, aren't we? Hang on a second. Cooking. See, I don't know. I can't really comment because I know that like the mixes, like the formulas, the Krabby Patty secret formula is different in different regions, right? So I know that like I know that like if you bought like a bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk over here, and you bought a bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk over in America, that like they wouldn't taste the same. They taste different because the formulation that they use in like different countries is different due to a lot of reasons, like, and that applies to all food, you know, due to like well, like due to like obviously kind of like state like limits on sugars and salts and everything like that, but also based on like ingredient availability and where it's being produced and which factories and all of this kind of stuff and where it's like coming from. So like if you buy like a Cadbury's Dairy Milk here, it's not going to taste the same as over in the States. And I think as well it depends on what you grew up with. Like, I have this argument with people. Ooh, a smoothie. What the fuck is this? What the hell? This looks like that half a fried chicken Empola ate for lunch. Look, Myrtle getting her face all up in the camera again. She loves it. Nice one. That just looked all sorts of wrong. I'm gonna leave Tristan's camp. We're done here for today. There's just a very intimidating looking bear standing there. Just let's just try and ignore him. Oh, it's the Donald. It's the 45. Oh, why do there have to be other Pokemon with high physical defense when I have like such a physically orientated team? Even my special attack does shit against this thing. What the hell is up with like the physical attack doing? Oh, well, not anymore. Here I was like, oh. So, cream eggs. Austin, I fear that you have no idea what kind of conversation you're starting here when you mention Cadbury's cream egg. You just don't know what kind of what you're letting yourself in for. So the like Cadbury dairy milk like Cadbury's chocolate is kind of like unique. Like Cadbury's chocolate, like it tastes different to other chocolate. It has a kind of like a it has a kind of a cocoa-y feel when you when you eat it. It doesn't taste kind of like smooth. It does taste smooth, but it has a kind of like a cocoa powdery sort of feel to it when you eat it that's really kind of nice, you know? And it doesn't taste like overly sweet. Whereas like I find when you eat things like Milka, I find like it's very smooth and it feels like almost like too sugary, if you know what I mean. Oh my god, Myrtle. Thank thee to fuck the sandstorm subsided. The hail started again? What the hell? What's with the weather in this place? I don't like Milka. I have this... Milka is like that shitty bar of chocolate your relative that forgot you remembers to buy you in the airport on their way back from holidays. That's what Milka is. Sorry, that's like exactly what it is. Don't even try to argue with me. Sorry, well, I didn't even see like what the next Pokemon was. I'm just going to send out Rat Bastard or like Girth Brooks. That's the emotion you crave. You just want someone to barely remember you enough to bring you something from the airport. Not even the thing is like about the Milka. Not even in the country they were in holidays in. It's like they get to the airport back here in Ireland, right? And they're like, shit, we forgot to get something for this person. Oh, I'll get them a Milka bar in the duty free in the Cork airport before we see them after the holiday, right? Girth Brooks needs to learn Woodhammer. There is no universe where Girth Brooks doesn't know Woodhammer. There's that. Oh my god, the circle completes itself. Oh, I love dark chocolate. Oh, I could just eat that 80% Lindt dark chocolate that I bought myself in the airport. Forever. Oh no, I wanted to revive Myrtle. I should be using up these super potions. Oh god, it's the ice one. It's the Sultan from Aladdin. I don't know what to do against this guy. I think this is like a situation where only big... Well, no, maybe Anakitten can help us. I shouldn't be whipping out Big Cock at every turn. Especially since we get to intimidate this guy. Ha, you thought you were so smart, didn't you? Toblerone is another classic airport buy. Toblerone is another classic. I needed to buy someone something and I didn't get them anything until I got to the airport. How powerful is Anakitten? Sorry, but like, what the hell? How powerful is this thing? Do you know what? Learn fucking Cotton Guard. It's not like I'm ever going to use you for anything ever again. No. What? Get it custom? Yeah, exactly. Do you remember when, like, Coke, bottles of Coke with your name on it was a thing? Do you you remember when that was such a big thing? This is where we get to use Play Rough. Oh, I found this plastic Coke bottle that says my name on the label. I'm gonna keep it. And then you just have this shitty plastic empty Coke bottle in your house, and then like a year later you're like, why did I keep this thing? I'm such a weirdo. Rat Bastard only knows how to play rough. Please. You think that's gonna help you? What? You never saw one with your name? In Ireland, we're just cursed. In Ireland, we're cursed with, like, with stuff like that, because do you really, like, especially, like, my generation, I grew up in the generation of, like, the revival of like, traditional Irish names. So, like, everyone in my year group at school was, like, Aoife, or Cuiva, or Niamh, or Emer. Like, all of these, like, old Irish names. So I grew up in that generation of that revival of, like, old, like, Irish names from, like, like, the, like, Celtic times, pretty much, right? Do you really think Rat Bastard is going to want to escape? Yeah, like, traditional Irish names, like, as I say, Aoife, Cuiva, Owen, with a GH in the middle. What? I missed? My Play Rough missed? He used superpower on me. So, like, try being named Emer, E-I-M-E-A-R, and trying to find a Coke bottle with your name on it. Good fucking luck, Chuck. You brought this on yourself, Graph Locked, when you used superpower on Rat Bastard. Cuiva, so spelling of Cuiva, C-A-O-I-M-H-E. Aoife, like, I still think Aoife is one of the most beautiful names. It's a really nice name. A-O-I-F-E. Fanula, that's another one. F-I-O-N-N-U-A-L-A. Even Nula on its own. N-U-A-L-A. Try having names like that are really beautiful, but all of the Coke bottles, like, just diss you. I swear. So Cuchulainn, like, Cuchulainn's real name was Setanta, S-E-T-A-N-T-A, as far as I remember from learning Irish mythology at school. But the reason his name is Cuchulainn was because because he killed some guy's dog, and Cu is the Irish for a hound, so, like, he became the Hound of Cullen. He killed a dog. Like, he killed a dog, and then he became the replacement for the dog because he was such a good warrior. Like, that's literally what happened. The guy was like, oh, you're good enough to kill my dog. You must be... You're gonna become my new dog. Yeah, Sinead. Sinead. That's another one, Sinead. Fiona. I think, like, Fiona you probably could, like... Fiona probably was on the Coke bottles, you know. I think Fiona is, like, a normalized name. Actually, I think, like, Fiona, someone might want to correct me, but I feel like Fiona is one of those names that, like, was actually invented a couple of hundred years later to sound like it might, like it's an old name, even though it's not actually an old name, if you know what I mean. Bye-bye, Polo. Enjoy the coffee. the hell was that? I didn't even see what attack that was. Anakitten's paralyzed. Oh, that lizard must have done something. What was self-defense, Conan? Oh yeah, and killing the dog. Yeah, they got in a bit of a scrap. they got in a bit of a scrap. Why am I not using Dragon Rush on all these fuckers? It's probably because it has like 75% accuracy, and I'm like, I'll surely miss. Yeah, Siobhan, that's another one. Siobhan. Like free Shavakadu. Like free Shavakadu. It's a really nice name. All of these names are very beautiful. And, like, that's the thing, like, to us, they're, like, completely normal. I see it, and I know how to read it, and it just is completely normal to me, right? And then other people see it, and they're like, what the hell? What, this thing? What the hell am I going to do about this? Well, I'm gonna... I was doing this! I was doing this! Do I have like a full restore or something like that? I'd totally use it if I had it. No, I don't. Of course I don't. Noivern is cool. What? So now I'm paralyzed and confused? No. Haha, yeah. Making English people look foolish. Nothing we enjoy more. Why do I even have this stupid sheep in my party? I'm never going to use it ever again. Ever. What did you send out? Oh, to this thing. I was like, what the hell are you? We're not winning this, like, I swear. We're not. We need to, like, we need to... My response to every, like, hardship is just whipping out big cock. I'm like... I really like this Pokemon. This is like the Gen 7 electric rodent, isn't it? Alright, what are we gonna do, big? How are we gonna handle this one, big cock? Play rough is very effective against this other asshole. Oh, I'm so scared. Iron Bar's big cock was hurt. Do you know what I forgot? I forgot about all of that shit we have to go through in Winden, where we have to, like, find who's the guy who has the key to the elevator and all of this nonsense. I completely forgot about that. I was like, I don't want to have to go through all of that shit. I forgot, like, how annoying this upcoming part of the game is, where it's like, oh, now you're in the capital city, you're going to have like the championship, and then it's just like, oh, by the way, there's like all this random stuff with a power plant and Eternatus and all this stuff that you're like, what the hell? it just like comes out of nowhere, and they're like, oh, here, care about the story all of a sudden, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I've been watching this like program. I watched like the latest episode of it today. I've been also this always makes me think of like Final Fantasy 12. It's like, oh, I'm in like the snowy mountain area. Oh, now I'm not anymore. So like how in like I always notice that about like Final Fantasy 12, where it's like there's like zero like transition from one area to the next. It's like, now you're in the jungle, now you're in the desert, now you're in a snowy mountain, now you're in the valley. And it's just like, it's like there's zero transition between like each of those completely separate biomes. It's hilarious. I've been watching this show on Channel 4 called Night Coppers, which is pretty much like following the Brighton police force at night. You're exiting the Dalmasca Ester Sand. Welcome to the Paramina Rift. It's crazy. It's just crazy. That seriously is what it's like. It's like, here's the... Now you're in the... I almost said the Yucatan, the Urutan Yensa Sand Sea. Oh, now you're in the Gulmore Jungle. Hop, you're going to become the champion of shit. Like, fuck all. Bye-bye, Fury. Thank you for stopping by. Zodiac finds himself in a new city, chock full of potential victims, I mean friends. But yeah, it's actually quite good, this like Night Coppers show, because it's kind of light. It's just like, and a lot of the cops are kind of like new on the job. They're like, there was this one girl who was like, yeah, well, I've been a police officer for like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. And then she's like, oh, I have to like, this drunk person is on the ground. I need to get them home safely. It's just like a little bit light, you know, and then, but there's like some heavier stuff, like it's like, oh my god, this person is missing. We need to help their friends find them or stuff. But like literally like 90% of the show is like people are out drinking and can't look after themselves. That's literally like 90% of the show. So it's kind of like just like enjoyable to watch, I guess. I don't know. There's a sandstorm in the Dalmasca Ester Sand. There's a blizzard in the Paramina Rift. But like, what do I do next? Check in at the Winden Stadium. Alright, if you say so. What is that? What's this bird? Oh, it's the thing that evolves into that other one, yeah. Isn't there like some like I think there's a TM in here. There's like some item in here anyway. I imagine. I saw an item in here, but it didn't look like very important. Do you know what? That is like not worth all of the shit that I have to go through just to get it. I don't know about like the cops in England. I know like here in Ireland the police are relatively tame. Like, they just do their job. They walk around and help people, like, for the most part here in Ireland. So, like, I don't know about England, though. I think it's probably largely the same. If you're not doing anything that's against the law, then they're not gonna get in your face about it, like, you know. Oh, Bede! Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. Don't worry, Bede'll surely show his face. Oh, some locker room time with Hop. What, it's starting already? What the hell? I thought we had to find that asshole first. Okay, time to get this fucking sheep out of here. I don't need you. And sorry, rat bastard, but I need to, like, switch you with someone else as well. Kingpin. The Kingpin. The police don't even have guns over here. Like, like, no. But then, like, nobody has guns over here, so... Oh, Marnie. The music! It's time for the music! I'm not turning it down. It's the best track in the fucking game. This is actually, like, the greatest track. And she's so cool. I love her. I love her, like, the way her confidence, like, slightly grows over the course of the game. I'm gonna be quiet because this is, like, such good music. It's like the battle on the big bridge. Like, it's crazy. It's so good. Like, the music is just so amazing. It's unbelievable. And she deserves it as well. She deserves, like, music that's this good. Oh, you're gonna regret that, I swear. You really are. Why, Marnie? Why? Also, I love this Pokemon Scrafty. I just think it's such a cool idea for a Pokemon. It's so, like, It's just another one. I think I'd said this before, but it's just another one of those Pokemon design concepts that's like, it's just one good idea executed nicely, you know? That's all it is. It's just one good idea that's executed quite nicely. Super Nanny? Super Nanny? Kingpin? I was really impressed with the music in this game, actually. And sorry, but like the music in Pokemon Legends Arceus is like absolutely iconic. It is so amazing. You think I'm scared of that? You should be scared of that. Hurricane Court Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. What I love about like Legends Arceus is like when you're in an area and you're like, this sound, like out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, you're just like, oh, this music sounds familiar. And then you realize that it's like a remix of another track, but it's after being changed like so adeptly that it doesn't sound like an overt remix, if you know what I mean. It really sounds like its own thing. More Pico. Yeah, I'll stick with the Kingpin. It's times like this I almost wish I still had Heavy Slam so I could, like, because of my weight, you. I'll just use Head Smash on this thing. I'll just use, like, the most powerful attack I know on this tiny little mouse. There's so many good tracks in Legends Arceus. It's really, like, that's one game that I think is just, like, there have been, like, a lot of good games this year. That's definitely one of the overall great games of the year. Okay, what are we going to... It's big cock time! Yeah, like, even, like, the main town, when you get there first, you're like, oh my god, this music is amazing. It really, like, draws you in. The forest music, the music in, like, the equivalent of Eterna Forest, is just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. What do we do here? Dark and fairy, right? So this will be normal. Fire will be normal, I think, as well. Whatever. Dynamax big cock time. Do you know what? Like, my partner was watching Minions Rise of Gru last night, and like Minions Rise of Gru has the whole Chinese Zodiac thing going on as well. It's bizarre. How come her one doesn't say ass? Why am I the one that's stuck with the jersey that says ass? Nobody else's jersey says ass. Oh, sorry, Marnie. Oh my god. Oh, this is bad, though, right? It could have been worse. It's something like that. I wasn't even watching it. I was like half watching it, and I was like, what's going on there? It was being watched in my vicinity. The Rise of Gru. Sorry, Marnie, I caused your favorite beloved Pokemon to combust and blow into a million pieces. Some of the greats in artistic history have taken inspiration from the Chinese Zodiac. Jackie Chan, Harry, the Minions. Aww. She's so cool. Great rival character. I love the rival characters in this game. They're just all so good. Oh, it's Hop. I like Hop as well. Like, I think people like are mean to Hop unnecessarily. I think he's a good rival character. I like that he just wants to become the champion like we do, you know? Pardon me, but I believe this is your wallet. What? Hop won already? Hop, like, fucking plays dirty, then he's like, oh, by the way, I have a legendary Pokemon, would you like to see it? Zacian. What the fuck, like? Cause what the fuck? Oh, we're fighting Hop now? I'm not ready for this, Hop and his samba music. Like, Hop's music is really good as well. Like, listen to Hop's battle theme. It has, like, this... It's, like, this really cool, like, samba-style stuff. It's cool. It just really matches his personality. It's really exuberant. It's so good. Sorry, it's just so good. Myrtle is like holding her own here. Like, Myrtle's got the goods. I swear. I like underestimated Myrtle. Shed skin, let's go! What's next? Snorlax. What are we gonna do about this? Big cock. Wait a second, what's Hop's Gigantamax Pokemon again? Oh, well, I guess it's the water one, right? Isn't it? So we should keep Girth Brooks for that. Oh, let's bring out Anakitten. Anakitten can take care of Snorlax, surely. Also, why is Snorlax smaller than Hop? Just to get back to this again, Hop is taller than a Snorlax. This would never happen in Legends Arceus. When I saw that Snorlax, you go up to that one part near the water where you can see across the water. There's a giant Snorlax over there, just raging around the place with big burning red eyes. It's terrifying. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like Aquatic Ruin Zone. Ba-da-da-da. So the part in like Aquatic Ruin Zone where it's like... It's so good. Yes! Just what I always wanted. Flinching and burning. That attack has it all. Wait a second. May flinch or leave it with a burn or do both, apparently. What the hell? Does Hop have a full restore in his pocket, I wonder? Or is he just happy to see me? Yep, here we go. Is he just... Well, look, two of us can play the healing game, Hop. You're going to be playing the crying game after this. Alright, can we make it a twofer? Flinch, burn, burn, flinch. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Oh, the music, like, sorry, I keep saying it, but, like, the music is so good. It's just such good music. Alright, what's next, Hop? Pincurchin. I think I give a shit about this thing. Ooh, that's good to know. The stat changes don't affect it? I never knew that before. I never knew that that's how that worked. Well, here's a perfect opportunity for us to take advantage of exactly that, right? We're literally like clothesline him. Anakin bounces off the ropes. It's a clothesline. Wants to learn Thrash. 120 damage? That's insane. I didn't know that move was that powerful. To be honest, I'm kind of like happy with what I have though, right? Still though, like, that's very hard to pass up. I'm gonna go for it. 120 damage. I know you get confused after a while, but whatever. It's never stopped me before. It's not like my my usual playing style is so like nuanced, you know. Come on, Kingpin, let's show him what we got. If this was Pokemon Coliseum, like, Kingpin would be, like, a mile high. If we were playing Pokemon Coliseum right now, or maybe even, like, Pokemon Battle Revolution. If we were playing Pokemon Coliseum right now, you'd be quaking in your boots. Yeah, look. Read him and weep, Hop. I'm loving this sheer force ability. I just have to remember that I have it and not rely on it. Like the fact that it gives me that like extra power at the expense of just like getting rid of like the secondary effect. Yeah, the ginger girl would be like, it's a shadow Pokemon. And we'd be like, huh? Maybe Hop actually is... Maybe this is a prequel to Pokemon Coliseum and Hop is actually Mirror B. That's why they both have, like, samba music. Or, like, or whatever. This is like the alternate timeline where Mirror B isn't a villain, he's Hop. Hop loses it after not winning the championship and just like... G-Max drum solo, 160 damage, what the hell? This is like Hop's villain origin story where he becomes Mirror B. We see Hop dye half his hair red, half of his hair white, but it's like before he gets the afro. That's literally just a lizard. Wait, do you see this? Behold the horror of Girth Brooks. I can hear it calling in the air tonight. That's all you got? Seriously? Get a load of this! That's girth for you. That's good. Now that was a fun battle. Look, this is where Hop, like, he becomes evil. He becomes Mirror B. Yeah, now he's like not depressed anymore. But doesn't he still? No, wait, doesn't that still last into the post-game? He's like, oh, I need to go find the dog and blah, 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 blah. It's not until then that he, like, gets over himself. Leon just doesn't even acknowledge Hop. He's like, Zodiac! Oh, we threw everything, alright. Oh, now we have to go through all of that shit of, like, finding the guy with the key to the elevator, and Piers, like, sings a song at the train station, and then we go fight Gwyneth Paltrow. Conan, he has a restraining order against you. I don't get, like, the Leon hype versus the Raihan hype, sorry. I don't get how you can how anyone can place Leon above Raihan in the tier list. It feels great. It feels great. I absolutely do. I'm the fucking Zodiac. Famous people. The Battle Tower outfit, yeah. I hear ya. But what about, like, Raihan's Pokemon Master Sex white tuxedo outfit. Oh, this guy. Oh, wait a second, I forgot. Don't we still have to do, like, fight, like, the other gym leaders in the championship? Don't we still... What, do you want to sit on his lap, is it, Conan? Like, sorry, but, like... I forgot that, don't we have to, like... Isn't the last part of the championship, isn't it, like, a tournament with, like... With the other gym leaders again? And here was I being so naive in the last stream. I was like, maybe we'll even finish the game. I was like, no way. There's still like another, like... This will probably be like the second last stream, realistically. We love Team Yell. Meet Piers in front of the hotel. You got it. This is like the worst part of the game, literally. I remember like ragging on this so much during the LP, but this is literally like the worst part of the entire game. Is like this whole nonsense. Can't you just let me like... I wish they just took this whole story part out of the game and let me just do the championship. And I would have not have missed the whole story part at all. When will someone finally be daring enough to, like, make a Pokemon game that doesn't revolve around the... Like, actually, that's what that's what I love about why I still come back to, like, Generation 1 the whole time, is because of that. And Generation 2, I think, like, I love the balance of those two games. They're, like, they're the only two, like, generations where you don't have this story that revolves around, like, oh, there's these legendary Pokemon and oh no, the world. Here's Gwyneth Paltrow again. I think that's why, like, Generation 1 and 2 still resonate with me so much, is because you don't have that shit. Like, you just have Team Rocket and they're criminals, and it's like, you beat them, you know? But they have the Vuvuzelas. I guess that's what they're supposed to be. I never thought about that before. I'm really looking forward to them. I like, I'm really looking forward to the, to Scarlet and Violet. Again, I'm keeping, like, spoiler free. So I didn't watch the update. I haven't been spoiled on any Pokemon. I have seen some people, because, like, especially after the update on Wednesday, people went a little bit crazy over one person or the other in particular. Are you not the person? One, like, people were absolutely, like, losing their shit over, like, one person in particular, as I say. Is it you? Oh yeah, we need to go to Rose Tower, do we? It's not you. But they all wear sunglasses. This is what I don't understand. They all wear sunglasses. I'm talking about the younger one, Conan. As usual, I'm not talking about the old burly dad character. The old burly dad shaped one. Oh, Marnie. Jesus. It's a shame, like, Professor Sycamore is in such a shitty game, right? Or whatever his name is. That is his name, isn't it? And it's a shame Kukui still has this, like, shitty ponytail, right? I haven't accidentally seen any Pokemon. The only Pokemon I've seen are the starters and the legendaries. I haven't seen anything else. And I'm kind of happy about it, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so glad that I decided to do this. Because it means that when I play the game, I'll be like, oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, what's this? How is this thing going to evolve? I'm not sure, you know? Can you believe Myrtle is going to evolve soon? It's been a long, hard slog, but like Myrtle, you're finally going to reach your potential. I need to turn on the lamp. Give me a sec. Yeah, I hope so too. But the thing is, like, it's so hard to avoid stuff. Like, all of a sudden, like, people, like, rip stuff from the game. And then it just, like, shows up and people post it everywhere. As I said, I think, like, the worst is YouTube thumbnails are the worst thing ever. Isn't he in, like, the phone box now over here or something? Or somewhere. I, like, remember him showing up somewhere random. But I think he can only be in that kind of, like, square area, right? Like, I'm wondering, are they going to, like, continue going down the regional route like they have been doing? Because I think people really like that. It's a really good way of, breathing, like, new life into Pokemon that people love, you know? I think, like, the idea of, like, the regional Pokemon is, like, one of the best things they've ever come up with. Oh, this isn't good at all. Hang on a sec. Super Annie, we haven't seen you in a while. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think there's a difference between only watching the stuff that, like, is pre-released as a, that's pre-released as a, I think there's a difference between only watching the stuff that's pre-released as a, as, like, a taster and trailer and stuff like that, and actually being like, I need to know absolutely everything about what's happening with this game, if you know what I mean. Like, I think there's a big difference between those two things. I just wonder what they're going to do, like, are they going to bother having an equivalent of Mega Evolution or Gigantamax or whatever in this? I feel like it's almost impossible for them to get away from having some gimmick like that now. People are used to it being a thing, you know, between Mega Evolution and Z moves and and Dynamax and Gigantamax or whatever. Like I feel they'll have to have something, if you know what I mean. I think like the what makes like stuff like that difficult, and what's good about the regional forms is that the regional forms, they're not like tied to it being a like the regional forms aren't tied to it being a it being like a gameplay mechanic, right? So the good thing about that is that like it's very easy to include them in the future. So for example, people love Alolan Vulpix. Oh my god, people love Alolan Dugtrio or whatever. And it's kind of, because they're just like a variation of a Pokemon, it's very easy to include them in the future, if you know what I mean. And people aren't like, okay, well, here's this thing that I loved, but I never get to see it ever again, you know? Whereas with things like Z moves and Mega Evolution and Dynamax, they, well, like the Z moves less so, but like with Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, for example, stuff that like includes a new form of a Pokemon or whatever. Like, I didn't even see what he was using. Oh, Steelix. Time to eat shit. The like with stuff like that, the problem is that they're linked to like an entire battle mechanic. So if you don't have that battle mechanic in the game, you're just not going to have that. You're just never going to be able to have that form of that Pokemon ever again. And like they can't just like include all of these random specific gimmick battle elements and battle mechanics in every game just for the sake of including the Mega Evolution forms or like the Gigantamax forms and things like that. Like I really think like there's the possibility that like the Gigantamax forms, which I love some of them, like some of them I really adore, like the Gigantamax Lapras I think is really good, Gigantamax Garbodor, Monorail. Mono means one, and rail means rail. I remember my brother and I used to have this joke that we never told my dad because we knew that he'd go crazy, where we thought that, do you know, like there's like that episode of The Simpsons with the monorail, and at one point an ad comes on TV and it shows like this guy who's like looks like Homer Simpson but with brown kind of curly hair, right, on his head, but other than that he's just Homer Simpson sitting on a couch, right? And my brother and I thought that, like, what was unbelievable was, like, that looks exactly like my dad. And we were like, oh, every time it came on, we used to, like, piss ourselves laughing at that episode when that happened. But it was so good. But yeah, I fear like some of the like Gigantamax forms, which I love, like we're probably never going to see. We might never see those Gigantamax forms ever again, just like we haven't seen like the Mega Evolutions, which some of the Mega Evolutions are class. Like, sorry, but like Mega Altaria, like I feel really sad if we never see Mega Altaria ever again. If we never see like Mega Gardevoir ever again, Mega Slowbro, where he's just inside in the giant shell looking troubled. They're really cool. Like, they really did a good job designing these Pokemon, you know, and then you just never see them ever again. So, it's sad. Piers is just making elephant noises. Like Gigantamax Butterfree is another one. Gigantamax Snorlax is cool. Gigantamax Centiskorch. They're just cool Pokemon. And it's just sad then when you're like, oh, I'll never see you again, you know? Yeah, they're just they're just like they're the equivalent of Gigantamax. It's like you can Mega Evolve once per battle, and you use it, and they then turn into that form or whatever. Like, is it just me, or is like Oleana literally the equivalent of like? I was gonna say like the nanny, where she's like she's like obsessed with Mr. Sheffield. Or not even the nanny. What's the other one? The blonde one, the other woman in the show. I thought she was actually hilarious as well. I can't even remember what her name was. Something with a C, I feel like. The butler used to fucking take the piss out of her all the time. What was her name again? The nanny other woman. List of the nanny characters. Time for an education. What is her name? There's Fran. Obviously, we all know Fran. CC Babcock. I knew it was something with a C. I was like, CC. Of course, it has two C's. CC. Also, I think this is like the first time in either this or the LP that I referred to Oleana by her actual name instead of just calling her Gwyneth Paltrow. They are really cool. Oh, the Mega Forms look really, really cool. There's like no doubt about it. There's some really cool creative work after going on there. That's what I mean. And then it's like so sad when it's like, oh, we're never gonna see that ever again. As I say, like, Mega Altaria is class. Cell battery. Is that all there is here of note? Surely there must be something else here, right? Oh, there is. Eerie Impulse. Yeah, whatever. Load of crap. So I think I'm actually going to go and get myself a new beer before I take on this tower. Do you think we'll be able to finish this tower by the end of the stream? Well, we can try, I guess. It's only like 9:45. Do you know what? Let's go for it. I'm going to go get myself another beer. I will be back in 5 minutes. See you in a sec. Alright, I am back. I think that was actually like less than 5 minutes. I literally just like went to the toilet and then poured myself a beer. And we are back and ready to take on Rose Tower. Also, speaking of like Pokemon music, Pokemon Coliseum has a fantastic soundtrack. I feel like Pokemon Coliseum has like one of the most like underrated video game soundtracks of all time. Like for a spin-off game, like the Pokemon Coliseum soundtrack, look it up. It is so good. So many brilliant tracks. The like what's it called? The stone, the purification stone in the forest. That music is so good. Phoenix City is so good. Like the Under, Pyrite Town, the laboratory music, or like the bass, like the villain bass music, Mirror B, like all of the music in Coliseum is so good. He'll probably get a big boner if he takes on us two kids. Yeah, Mega Pinsir is cool. The more I think about it, the more I realize like how cool all of the Mega Pokemon just are, you know? Like there's Mega Pinsir, there's also like Mega Aggron is one that I forget all the time that's really cool. That's so lucky. Myrtle, luck is on your side, I swear. I feel like poor Myrtle I haven't really used that much for the entire game, and now all of a sudden Myrtle is kicking ass and taking names. Did we just beat him? He just literally had that ant. That's all he had? That bug? It looks like a dung beetle. I'm going to squash it. Mega Absol, another one. The more I think about it, the more I realize, like, the more different, like, Pokemon come to mind where their Mega form just absolutely is amazing. They just have this really amazing Mega form. Like, as I say, like, Mega Absol is just class. Again, like the starters, the Kanto starters, I feel like Venusaur always gets the short end of the stick. Like the Mega Venusaur is like just like a bigger flower, you know, great. Just like the Gigantamax Venusaur, like almost just looks like a regular one, you know. Like, compare that to Gigantamax Blastoise, just turns into basically a big fortress with a load of artillery. It's insane. But these two fuckers. Hop, could you not use something else, please? What about Snorlax? What happened to Snorlax? What happened to Hammer Arm? Literally, that's exactly what we need here is Hammer Arm. Well, at least we, like, paralyzed literally both of them. Uh-oh. The Heffalump! Don't just, like, gang rape me here, please. I don't need that. Thank you. The Heffalump was bad enough. I'm just gonna whip out Super Nanny. Or should I? Or Girth Brooks? Can Girth Brooks even do anything here? Or Anakitten, for that matter. Oh my god, wait a second, is Conan still in the chat? Conan, I need to tell you of my greatest shame. like, I need to tell you about something. So, like, last Sunday, right, was the... Last Sunday was the Cork Pride Festival, right? The parade and everything like that. And, like, basically what it was, like, there was a parade, and when it ended, there was, like, a concert, music, and, like, a bit of a street party, right? You know? And, like, we were considering, will we go? In the end, we decided not to. I was kind of tired, and I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like being there with... I don't really just feel like it very much this year. Guess who the fuck performed at the Cork Pride street party? Nadine Coyle and Brooke Scullion. Why did I do that? Oh, they were both underground, sorry. Like, I swear, can you believe that? Can you believe I missed out on that opportunity? I was actually, like, sickened. Like, for free, just on, like, a stage at the on the street, right? I was absolutely sickened. You're upset you didn't go. I feel like an idiot. I could have walked there. You can just walk over it. It's actually one of the greatest, like, regrets of my life to this point now. Harry, I'm at the top. Nadine Coyle and Brooke Scullion in the same place at the same time. Who's MC Insurance? I was, like, actually re-remembering some of the songs from Eurovision this year again, but, like, randomly. And I realized all over again, like, how good some of the songs were this year. Like, sorry, but the Greek song Die Together is such, like, an eternal... It's just an eternal. What more can I say, right? It is so good. The French song. The French song this year. Oh yeah, what? The one with the ritual. The one with the ritual. The one with the ritual. That's all I can say. I feel like my greatest disappointment at Eurovision this year was that, like, I felt that the Italian song was extremely good. Like, the Italian song itself was amazing, but the two beautiful boys just did not perform it well on the night. Like, it was not a good performance. They've performed it better. They performed it better at, like, at other live events. They didn't do a good job performing it on the night, even though it's an amazing song. But there were so many good numbers. Like, as I say, the Swedish one, Hold Me Closer, is such an amazing song. And the Greek one, Die Together, again, another fantastic number. And also, how could we forget, before that wolf eats my grandma, give that wolf a banana, give that wolf... Give that wolf. Before that wolf eats my grandma, give that wolf a banana, give that wolf. Give that wolf. I actually like that song, is so catchy. MC Insurance. Who's that? There's like something wrong with these people. It's literally just a cult. It's the Goop cult, the Chairman Rose cult. Hop just talks to himself and I stand here ignoring him. That's literally what's happening here. Yeah, I know. They're like, here, take $10,000. Oh no, Steelix. Oh no, Stunfisk. Fisk! Fisk! No one makes money from catching Fisk! Is this thing ground and steel? It totally is, isn't it? Oh, well, I can use Aqua Tail. And don't worry, Hop is going to use Body Slam on it. We can sleep easy tonight, boys. I thought that, like, actually, I'll say this about, like, what the hell? Where did it go? Where the hell did that thing go? It just disappeared. I will say this about, like, Sun and Moon. I think Sun and Moon, of all of the games that have this whole, like, that have, like, the legendary Pokemon and the evil team threatening the world and saving the world and all of this stuff, right? Of all of the games with that in it, I think Sun and Moon do the best job of, like, having that fit into the story. Sun and Moon definitely do, like, the best at that, because it feels really balanced. The way that, like, whatever her name is, the other like partner character's mom, like Gladion's mom or whatever. Kingpin wants to learn Stone Edge. Now that might be handy. Critical hits land more easily. I like Head Smash though. I'm gonna stick with Head Smash, you know, it's... Lusamine, yes! We love her. Her hair, like, seriously? She's just a pristine queen. But yeah, I think, like, yeah, I really like how they did that well, that they have the... Like, you have this team that seems so innocuous, they're just scientists, they're just researchers, you know, and it seems like Team Skull are trying to ruin everything, and they're just a load of troublemakers, you know. And, like, they have that really quite effectively, like, woven into the story as you go through the game, you know, rather than it just being like, oh, by the way, like, there's Team Yell. And then, like, all of a sudden at the end, oh, by the way, Chairman Rose seems to be kind of a psycho, you know? Like, it's done, like, I must say, like, I talk shit a lot of the time about, like, not liking too much story in my Pokemon games when it comes to that stuff. But, like, Pokemon Moon, when I played Pokemon Moon, I was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying this. I think it really does the best job of any of the Pokemon games of, like, balancing the stories of, like, your journey to become a Pokemon Master and, like, become, like, a really good Pokemon trainer, as well as you getting wrapped up in what this whole other, like, insidious business is, you know? It definitely does the best job at it, no doubt about it. Oh my god, here she is, Cece Babcock. She is the poison Pokemon, right? I think we should probably get, we should probably just bring out, Ixion instead of Girth Brooks, and then we should be okay, I think. Shouldn't we? I suppose we can bring out Boomer the dog as well, but, like, who instead of who? I still want Myrtle to get all that experience. Myrtle needs to get all the love here. Are you ready for her amazing, like, anime facial expressions? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, she's so cool. She's so intense. I'll beat you to pieces? Are you for real? She's cool, I love her. It's a shame she's not kind of made more interesting throughout the rest of the game. It really is. Oh no, I forgot. She doesn't have like the poison Pokemon. She has like all of the female Pokemon, doesn't she? As far as I know. That's the way it works with her. No way am I faster than this thing. Nope. No. I was a Frostlass user myself for a long time. I know exactly how fast this thing can be. Ooh, Jesus. The burn was healed. That shed skin ability, I swear. I almost like don't feel like giving it up. I feel like losing shed skin is actually like losing shed skin when you evolve to Dragonite is almost like a nerf. What, you get inner focus instead or something? Uh-oh, this is bad. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, actually. Do you know what? I feel like now I really do just have to skip, switch out. So how much did that do? 95? 95? Yeah. It's not worth it. What is this a remix of? Because this is a remix of, like, other music that I know is in the game, like... Like, some, like, town theme or something. Maybe it's even Winden. Maybe it's the Winden town music that it's a remix of it. Or is it just, like, the music that plays when herself and Chairman Rose are there? Maybe that's what it is. Myrtle's literally only 4 more levels away from evolving. Yeah, she has like all of the beautiful... That's what it is. She has all of these kind of like beautiful, kind of like feminine presenting Pokemon. And then she has Garbodor right at the end, all random. I guess I was wrong about deciding to, I guess I was wrong about, like, leaving Girth Brooks out of this. Serpent versus Serpent, that's what it is. Milotic is so beautiful. When I think about, like, all of the work I invested as a 13-year-old boy to get a Milotic in Pokemon Sapphire, just when I think about it, when I think about the hours and effort invested in it, I just, like, I shudder when I think about it. Like, when I just think about, like, all of the time spent finding a Feebas, all of the time spent getting Chesto berries, just so that I could, like, make blue Pokeblock, so that I could make that thing beautiful, so that it would evolve. I swear. It was worth it, though. I loved my Milotic. Or Milotic, as I called it then. You think that's gonna help you? Yeah, but you're already paralyzed. What's that going to do for you? Oleana, are you okay? Are you feeling alright? Oh, this again. This is just bringing me back to Cynthia. Sorry, but, like, Cynthia in fucking, like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl... Like, Cynthia and Shining Pearl is one of, like, the most difficult, like... is one of the, like, most difficult battles that I've ever had. Like, Cynthia and Shining Pearl almost, like, just destroyed me. I managed to beat her, like, first try. But, like, barely. Actually, maybe I didn't beat her first try. I managed to defeat her somehow. I was extremely lucky when I did. Like, the way I, like... I had to use all of my wits, but, like, what the hell? That's what this Milotic is reminding me of right now, is just that battle. Just like trying to wear me down. At least you're right, at least she doesn't have Mirror Coat. Mirror Coat is what made that battle so fucking scary. All I need is a critical hit, that's all I need. Or for it to be paralyzed and not be able to use Recover. No, please stop. just please stop. Oh my god, stop, please. What is this thing? It's like unbelievable. Yeah, do shit like that. Do that all you want. Does Aqua Ring ever go away? Or does it stay there forever? Is it like it's pretty much like ingrain, isn't it? Stop, please. Stop recovering. This thing is like practically at full health. I need to do something about this. This isn't working. It doesn't help that everything is fucking weak against Surf. I'm taking Oleana. You've probably never seen big cock in your life, but today's the day that all changes. I just need to break the cycle here. This isn't working. Of course, now you use that, right? At least I know I'm able to withstand it. Okay, let's try. Conan, do you really think Chairman Rose is the kind of guy? Like, this is why Oleana is so frustrated, right? She never got to see it, you know? There. Finally. Oh my god, what was that? That was like 10 minutes of my life I'm never gonna get back. I love Milotic's cry. That's like one of those ones that I'll never forget. It's just so good. What's really weird, actually, now that I think about it, is how, like, Milotic's cry is, like... Could I, like, switch into Myrtle? I want to give Myrtle, like, as much experience as possible. Myrtle's cry, or, like, Milotic's cry in the game is almost like Dragonite's cry in the anime. Because Dragonite's cry in the anime is like that, and Milotic's cry in the game is like that as well. What the hell? You can't do that, Myrtle. No, you're gonna pay for that, I swear. I'm bringing out the Kingpin. I'm going reviving Myrtle. She is not missing out on this experience. Oh no, my berry is gonna get burnt. Dewberry's dog's dinner. Did I tell you about... I told that story, didn't I? About, like, Dewberry's dog's dinner or whatever. I think I did, anyway. About how there was that guy on... Yeah, yes, that's the story. That's exactly the story. My name's Dewberry. Alright, Dewberry. There's something so funny about it. Well, like, later on, I can't remember whether I told this part of it, but, like, later on in the... Later on in the, later on in the season 1 of Hell's Kitchen, right? He's like Dewberry gets knocked out. Like Dewberry gets knocked out in like the first, like not the first episode, but like maybe like episode 3 or something like that, right? And like later on, like in like episode 8 or 9, like almost at the end of it's literally I think like the second last episode of the season. In the second last episode of the season, Ramsey tells one of the other contestants her meal that she prepared, her dish, looks like Dewberry's dog's dinner. Like, he just says it. He's just like, it looks like Dewberry's dog's dinner. It's just funny. It looks like Dewberry's dog's dinner. Being dissed, like, from the future. From beyond the grave. Even in death, even in Hell's Kitchen death, Dewberry is being disrespected and ridiculed and made out to be a figure of fun. Mocked. Lonely, ostracized because of his weight. It was because of his weight. Speaking of Dewberry, right, there's like another video, there's a video that you can probably look up, which is like two times like Hell's Kitchen contestants actually made Gordon Ramsay laugh or something like that anyway. Like, it's something to that effect, right? And it's from season 1, and like one of them is actually Dewberry, where like what it is like Dewberry brings his dish up to the line, and he's like, that's made with love or something like that, and then like the guy says something like, I can't even remember what he says, but Dewberry makes some comment like, I prefer if you told me I was Brad Pitt's wife, like that, or something like that. It's just funny. And Gordon Ramsay just laughs. And then the other like clip is like the other contestant in Hell's Kitchen season 1, and out of nowhere he just turns around and shouts at the rest of the kitchen, you guys cook like old people fuck. And Ramsay just like can't take it. He just can't stop laughing at it, which I can understand. It's a funny comment. It's a joke. So like, I don't know, it was funny. I still think Dewberry's dog's dinner, there's something hilarious about just referring to something as looking like Dewberry's dog's dinner. It's such a diss. It's just such a diss. Anyway, while we were there, we're like waxing lyrical about Dewberry. We beat Gwyneth Paltrow here. She can go back to pining after Mr. Sheffield. Typical Zodiac. Oh, look at my hopes, look at my dreams, the currency we've spent. What is up with this? I feel like this looks like it's in like Yoshi's Island or something. Yeah, Oleana looking like Dewberry's dog's dinner. I feel like I should see like Bowser, like baby Bowser, like looming in the distance coming towards the screen for some reason when I look at this image. I watched like, I can't remember if I talked about this yet, but I watched like Star Wars Episode 1 recently for the first time in years, right? And I've said this before, but when I was a child, I loved Star Wars Episode 1. I adored the Phantom Menace because I was the right age when it came out, which I was like, what, 10 or something like that? 9, 10. When it came out, I was like, oh my god, Star Wars Episode 1, the Phantom Menace, right? I watched it again recently and I noticed something weird, which is like how many times people say yippee in that film. Like, if people say yippee all the time, every now and then you just see, like, Anakin goes, yippee! Like that. Like, the Coca-Cola kid, the German Fortnite child, it literally sounds like the same thing. He says, like, yippee, like, about 6 times during that film. Yippee! They're like, yes, Anakin, you can go and play in the pod race. Yippee! Yes, Anakin, you can go and study to become a Jedi. Yippee! It's crazy. Also, I thought that also Boss Nass apparently doesn't have the final line in the film. I was like misremembering. I thought for like a while, like over the past couple of years, that the final line in that film, like the way the film ends, is Boss Nass holds up, like, it was like the Howie Mandel effect. Boss Nass holds up the sphere, right, and says, peace! And then the film ends. That's how in my mind the film ended. Boss Nass holds up the big sphere, it goes, and he says, peace! And that's the end of the film. It goes, but no, that's not how it ends. There was like some other thing that happened at the end as well. Oh yeah, like Anakin's secret, I don't know, that's not that film at all. That's like in the Clone Wars where you had like Anakin and Padme's secret wedding. That's like, yes, that is how it should have ended. The director's cut. Like, I can't even remember. Oh no, it has like Qui-Gon's funeral. That's how it actually ends. You have like Qui-Gon's corpse being burnt is the actual ending. It's on me, so you can order whatever you fancy. Do you come with the car? Yeah, that doesn't sound evil at all. But yeah, that is definitely how it should have ended. Boss Nass holds up the big sphere, says peace, and then you just have that like weird like screen wipe where it blacks in from the outside of the screen into the center. Star Wars theme plays. Everyone claps. I was talking to my brother about Star Wars Episode 1 and he said something that I totally agree with, which is that like Star Wars Episode 1 doesn't feel like it's part of a trilogy. It feels almost like a standalone film, which I think is like really true. Like, it doesn't feel like it's part of a series because it happens like so much like more time-wise before the next film. It really feels like it's just like a film all of its own, as well as the fact that it came out so much longer after the previous Star Wars film that had been released. It feels really like it's just own special thing all to itself, you know? Also, like, I was really, like, surprised by, like, one of the other things that really kind of, like, not shocked me, but that I was like, oh, I don't remember this, is, like, how, like, fast everything happens in that film. Like, that film, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, just seems to, like, loads of stuff happens in it, you know? Like, in a very quick succession, you know? It's actually a good film. I don't think it's that bad. Attack of the Clones is really poor. Like, I think Attack of the Clones is just, like, very messy. Story-wise as well. You guys know how I feel about, like, Revenge of the Sith. I think it's the greatest Star Wars film. I think it's so good. I love Revenge of the Sith. Also, like, for anyone who hasn't, if you like Star Wars at all, and I'm not like a Star Wars crazy fan. I enjoy Star Wars, and as a child I really loved it. I loved the original trilogy, and then I loved kind of being able to experience the prequel movies coming out in the cinema and going to see them. Right? I really enjoyed them a lot. Um but like, if you're anyway a Star Wars fan and you haven't seen, like, the Gennady Tartakovsky Clone Wars mini-series, like, you need to watch them. They are so good. And, like, I watched them, like, again for the first time in years recently. And, like, it was crazy to see, like, how much they kind of, like, how good a job they do at, like, linking. Solar Blade, that could be nice. I'm just gonna buy $50,000. What the hell? How does that cost so much? You're a funny little boy. How do you know so much? I'm just gonna buy all this shit. But yeah, the Genndy Tartakovsky Star Wars Clone Wars, like, mini series thing is so good. Like, it does such a good job of, like, linking episode 2 to episode 3, because, like, some time does pass between, like, yeah, no, it's not the CGI series. It's, like, done in the same style as, like, Samurai Jack. It's like literally you watch the whole thing in, like, about 2 hours. It is so good. Like, it was like, and it's like some time does pass between, like, episode 2 and episode 3. Not as much as between episode 1 and episode 2, right? But, like, some time does pass between 2 and 3. And, like, the Clone Wars, the Tartakovsky one, does such a good job at, like, linking 2 and 3, but also just giving you these interesting little side stories with some of the other Jedi in them and things like that. You see, like, characters, you see, like, more kind of Count Dooku stuff as well. You see, like, General Grievous. You see even, like, other side characters that you see in, like, the Clone Wars series, the other one and stuff like that. It's really, really good. And, like, just, like, everything that Tartakovsky's made, it's just, like, on a whole other level. Like, it's so good. Speaking of which, like, has anyone seen, like, Primal either? Primal is also, like, made by, Genndy Tartakovsky, and it is so amazing. It is so good. If you haven't seen it yet, it's, like, an amazing series, animated series. But yeah, like, do you know the way, like, the Revenge of the Sith, like, starts randomly with like, Anakin and Obi-Wan on the ship fighting Count Dooku while Palpatine is there or whatever? Like, basically the Tartakovsky Clone Wars series kind of sets that up in a really cool way. Oh, here's Raihan. We have some, like, locker room time with Raihan. Look at these two, based on the same model. And here's this guy. Who do we fight first? I have no idea. Let's just go for it. Time for the opening ceremony. Conan's going to be like on the ground foaming at the mouth like an anime character. Look at Nessa in the background though, she's so cool. Oh, by the way, I remember somebody mentioned like cream eggs earlier. Austin did. And then I said like very forebodingly, you do not know what you're letting yourself in for. And then we never elaborated on it any further after that. So, and I don't think that we will. I think it's like so hard to I think I would like struggle so much to like explain the entire like, hey look, Beads jersey says ass as well. I feel like I would struggle so much to just put the entire like context of that into words. Like, I feel like it's just too much. I don't know if I could like I could explain very well like the whole like cream egg situation. The history, the whole cream egg history. All I know is that it involves like pictures from like a cream egg advertising campaign where like the members of McFly are like being covered with cream egg goo. That's like one element of it. Also, here's Bede and Bede's cool battle music. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how to explain it. That's the problem. I don't know how to explain the cream egg history. It will just need to remain the cream egg history. Super Nanny avoided the attack. During the day, while I've been observing the family, I take mental notes. Now it's time for me to speak with Mum and Dad and tell them what I think. Yeah, Opal or whatever her name is after getting Bede to see the light here. Myrtle is getting so close to evolving, I can almost taste it. There is only one Super Nanny. There can be only one Super Nanny. There's also this program called Nanny 911 where there's more than one nanny, right? But like there's only one Super Nanny and her name is Joe Frost. And she's the only one who is like allowed to refer to herself as Super Nanny. There is only one. Yeah, I think that was probably Nanny 911. Nanny 911 is the one where they like where the nannies wear like old-timey Victorian costume for some reason when they come to the person's house. I feel like Nanny 911 is like that typical reality TV show where... Wait a second, what's he going using now? Oh, is it the Gigantamax one? The Hat Witch? The Sham Hat Witch? Yeah, it is. I feel like 99 or like 9911 is like um, that typical like reality TV show where like there's one concept for a reality TV show that's successful, and then like because it's successful, there's like some other show tries to like capitalize on it, and but it's like not as good. Like I think that's like that's very much what like 9911 is. It's the Sham Hat Witch. It's the witch slow. It's the witch slow wheel Ryam is what it's. It's slow wheel the witch Ryam. Oh, that's not good. Nope, I knew that wasn't good. The Kingpin exploded. The Kingpin can't explode. Also, how fucking slow is this thing if Steelix was faster than it? Seriously? How dare you, Bede? How dare you? What? I can't use this on it? Well, the Mega Kick, I guess. Ha! You think you're so smart. Time to use one of my, like, 30 hyper potions. Or no, max potions is what I had, wasn't it? Yeah, it's like, what do you really think that's gonna get the kids to treat you seriously? Like, is that what your intention is? Like, you arrive, like, dressed up in some clown costume and you think that they're gonna, like, all of a sudden they're gonna listen to you? Now I get to use the heavy slam, don't I? Take that! Stay in school, Bede. Bede just needs to marry Opal, then she dies and he gets the fortune. Bede, you're not playing the game, right? You marry for money. You marry the 90-year-old rich woman, right? She pops her clogs in another 6 months and you inherit it all. You inherit the entire gym. You inherit the cash. You inherit the entire whatever that town is called. You inherit the theater. You get it all. Okay, now do we actually get to do, like, the championship? or at some point? Aren't these, like, double battles against the gym leaders or something, I think? Aren't they? Oh no, it's Nessa. Be that sneaky little gold digger. Nessa just is like such a cool gym leader design. She's so cool. All of the music is good. Just all of it is so good. It goes so hard. So if I like attack this thing one more time and it goes below half HP, doesn't it just like go away? Isn't that how this Pokemon works? I get it below half HP and it just fucks off? Yeah, I thought so. Come on, Myrtle, we got this. Oh, that's not good at all. Don't freeze me, please. Thank you. Alright, we need to get something else going here. Oh yeah, I know. That's my problem all the time. Just when I think it's safe to get back in the water. I really missed that Platinum Let's Play. That was so fun, the bug catcher run. It's like one of my favorite like Let's Plays that I've done so far. Why not just like Super Nanny Ice Shard? This might be like a terrible decision. Because doesn't this thing have like some sort of like attack, like priority attack thing as well, doesn't it? I think. No! It has full restore. Making me look bad. Oh, that wasn't good. How come that didn't do much damage? Oh, because it's a bug Pokemon, that's right. This is not good. Myrtle, you're up again, I guess. Yeah, go away again. Just don't come back this time. just keep going away and never come back. I'm starting to feel really glad I taught Thunderbolt to this thing. Oof, that's not good either. Come on, Myrtle, hang in there. Am I not allowed to have critical hits ever, please? Rain Dance? Pfft. Do you think I'm ever going to use any attack in this game that's not just a physical attack? Can we just kill this thing ever, please? Come on. This is like the 3rd time she's sending this thing out. Finally! Oh my goodness. Seriously? That thing was overstaying its welcome. Big time. Oh, Pelipper. Like Jubri's dog's dinner. Like, I don't know why I decided to keep Big Cock out here. Like, let me think. 60 versus 60. Close combat will still do more. It's worth it. Sorry, Big Cock. Finally, a critical hit. I feel like I haven't got one of those this whole, like, this whole stream. My goodness. Did that just say she's sending out Jubery? I feel like that just said she's sending out Jubery. Oh no, a Dreadnought. Well, look, we know how to deal with you. This is going to be over in just a minute when I hit you with my wood hammer. An all-out offensive with water Pokemon. It's literally just like Gamera. That's all, yeah, looking like Dreadnaught's dog's dinner. I love this Gigantamax design, the Dreadnought one. Oh, here it is, Phil Collins. By Jubery. Get the fuck out of here, Jubery. So wait a second, how do we get from this point to fighting like giant dragon evil Chairman Rose? How does that happen? I can't remember. I think it just like happens randomly, just like every other part of that story in this game. It's just like, oh, by the way, now you're not in the championship anymore, you're just like fighting this guy. Anyway, I think like that's the end of this stream for today, everybody. Thank you very much for coming along and watching. I think like the next session will be the end of this series, so yeah, thank you very much for coming. And have a lovely weekend, stay safe, and I will see you next time for probably the conclusion of Pokemon Shield the Zodiac Age, because I think we're just going to take this series through to becoming the champion and leave it there. So yeah, see you next time, thank you, and bye now.